Hey everyone, Kerry Minden here. It is the 22nd of February, 2026. And I'm just realizing as I start this out, I probably need to learn how to do a little tiny bit of video editing on my own here um, to clip off that front where I'm trying to record and all that. Things you learn. Old dog, new tricks, right? So some of the updates going on Agentic City. There's two different things that I want to go over. Is just, hey, what's going on? What's our task still? If you have any questions or comments, I'm meeting up with Tom and Don here later this week. So if you have some of those, I'll consolidate. So email, text, whatever, and call. Yeah. So some of the things that are coming and updating is just the whole back end still being built. They're looking at robustly having a log of everything that's going on. That's important in the AI and agentic type uh, sphere, if you will, because then all the future has record of all the past, if that makes sense. Um, So they're aggressively building out. Here's a reaction panel and a community hive. You know, trying to make sure the tools are sharp and ready. And yeah, so there is a also a full-time developer involved and a full-time human tech interface person that's hired on recently. So two full-time humans and growing the agents in the back end. Uh, I still, when I log on and look at the website, I don't see any specific product. I think that I do not have the details. I think that will be something that will be solved here in the near future, and hopefully we'll have an update on that in the next week. Um, so right now, again, I keep referring to the chicken and the egg. Us humans being the chickens. I'm just going to go with that. We're going to say us humans are the chickens. Um, the egg is the product or the service that Agentic City will have. Um, and I'm hoping in the next update next week, I'll be able to narrow that focus and translate what's going on more completely. So we can all be excited about that. Um, but yeah, so some staffing additions going on to build everything out and that sort of stuff. So again, I am a member of the Rational Optimist Society. I am a founding member, one of the first, I think, 1500, just because I have been following the starters of that forever and reading the books of the original, Rational Optimist, the book about how us as humans are going way better than we ever thought we would. Things are improving. Things are getting better. Don't listen to the news. The news is all negative. Um, so this is a push back, the Rational Optimist Society. And I'll link again the link to this month's newsletter or this week's newsletter. And the title of the newsletter this week is What I'm Telling My Kids About AI. It's very relevant to what the Agentic City is working on. Um, and because it talks about how it's moving from the chatbots to the agents, and just really how us as humans, your job, anything involved with the agentic AI is to be more you, to be more human, because all the miscellaneous stuff, all the paperwork, I'm not there yet. I need to figure that one out, but all the paperwork should be taken care of by your agent, your agentic helper. Um, so what is it? This is something to think about. What is it that makes you you and makes people want to talk and listen to you? That is important for you in the next 5 to 10 years, or to tell your children in the next 5 to 10 years. AI is going to hugely affect our world, and you being you is your product, if that makes sense. Um, they kind of put it back into if you were stuck in a third world prison or allowed to call one person to bust you out, who would you call? So in this case, if you were to have one thing that you could get taken off your plate, what would that be? Maybe an agent can do that for you. Figuring that out, I'm going to work on this week trying to figure that out for me personally to be able to then demonstrate to other people how a total newbie can help figure it out, and then we can embed that sort of help into Agentic City is a um, first level service or product that wants to be in there. So another thing is find your tribe. This is something that's been getting posted around. Goodness, there's a book out there, The Happiness Project. It's the longest human psychology thing in the world since before World War II until recently. They've been talking to people and their grandchildren and the spouses and children and grandchildren, now great grandchildren. Uh, so the longest longitudinal study in the world on humans, human psychology, what makes us happy and satisfied, helps us live longer, keeps us, it's to make sure you have your tribe, you have your friends. Right? We're getting more and more isolated. Do you meet your friends every week? Do you talk to them? Do you reach out to them? If you don't, and you're in this video watching this, call me, text me, let's chat. Because us as humans are getting isolated. We've let technology do that. So we can use technology to undo that. So Rational Optimist Society, it's relevant to the AI project that we're working on with Agentic City. I do not have any super specific updates this week on Agentic City. We're still in that extended phase of the back end is coming. They've come into a few roadblocks. They didn't realize some legal stuff, and they're working to bring it all together. But that did push it off a week or so for the next step. So stay tuned. I'm hoping this next week, a week from today, that I'll have some more substantial, exciting things to chat with. That is my plan. Hopefully that we get that given to us. And again, I'll link the Rational Optimist Society. It's relevant and go from there. Have a blessed week.